I exposed Texas's Indian invasion. Tyler Oliveira, you've done it again. Let's see.
This is Frisco, Texas, a once quiet farm town turned home to one of the largest and fastest growing Indian communities in America.
Where are you from?
India.
From India?
I'm from India.
South India.
I'm an H1B.
I'm into IT.
Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Obviously, motherland India.
Obviously.
Wow.
Obviously, motherland India.
Isn't it crazy people come here and they feel comfortable declaring that their allegiance is not to the country they're coming to? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, shouldn't that be an instant disqualification? What do you like more, the place you want to go to or the place that you left? Oh, the place that I left. How does that make any sense? Texas should be for Texans. America should be for Americans. I don't know how these people get in here literally, like, openly saying, yeah, the place we came from that we left, we like more. Okay, that's insane.
As the Indian population exploded from 3% to 33% of the population since the year 2000, many Texans are outraged, declaring there has been an Indian invasion. But how are all these Indians coming to Texas? And is Frisco the only town in Texas where Indians are seemingly spawning out of thin air? I pulled up to the Frisco Town Hall meeting to witness the clash of heritage Texans and their new Indian neighbors.
Man, this is gonna be a banger. I only thought it was the H-1B stuff. How else are these people getting here in such mass numbers? Like, since 2000, it's increased, there's that 300%. So there has to be some other government green lighting to allow for this mass migration, just other than the H-1B stuff.
We need more or less
And also, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that the H-1B justification is good enough? Like, do you care if when there's this many millions of people coming to your hometown that they're good at like computer work if they don't care about the place that they're coming to that's your home? They don't care about your home, but you're like gonna let them there because they're good with programming and stuff. To me seems like suicidal. Like
H1B people here.
We need a lot less.
Why?
I got laid off 20 years ago. I worked in IT. I have 2 master's degrees. I was making over $100,000 a year. They said, you're too expensive, we're going to hire Indian. But I haven't been able to find a job in IT since, and it's really sad.
And you know what? I don't have another home in India. I don't have another home in Bangladesh. I don't have another home. I can't move to Somalia. I won't be able to live there. I'll die. This is my home. The devil would say, well, you're racist. That's racist. According to the devil's dictionary definition of the term, I am racist.
There's been a...
Man, so he just says it, right? I mean, if they consider the country they left home, then surely they have no issue getting sent home, right? I mean, wouldn't that make perfect sense? Like, oh, you're getting sent home. No, please don't. But I thought you loved it there. Yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense. Like, at the very least, if you're going to be allowed into this country, which is up for debate to begin with, how the fuck are you going to complain about it and say that where you're coming from is better? That is disgusting.
Takeover in Frisco of the Indian population and a lot of concerned citizens, and I'm leading the way asking questions. And I made this because corporations own Frisco. I'm a lifelong Texan turned T-Mobile whistleblower. I started talking about H-1B because T-Mobile uses H-1B to employ foreigners while they're laying off Americans right down the street. You know, the Indian population in Frisco has exploded 33% of the population over the past 20 years, a 4,510% increase. And you know, there might be a lot of people here that are coming here legally, but there also seems to be some red flags with the H-1B visa program. And the question is, are Indian people using that to bring people over?
So you're telling me...
I completely agree. Like, the law doesn't matter in this context because whether something should happen or shouldn't happen doesn't matter if it's like legal to me, right? When I think something shouldn't happen, I don't think it shouldn't happen because it's illegal. I think it shouldn't happen because it's wrong. And if something happens that I think is good, I don't care if it's illegal, if that makes sense, right? Like, let's say giving to charity was illegal if you didn't like document it or something. Well, I don't really care about that. Like, giving to charity is good in my opinion. So yeah, I think whenever you use the law as an excuse for something, you're kind of signaling that the morality of the action doesn't hold up on its own. Like, you have to say, oh, it's legal. Well, why not give it a moral defense? Why give it a legal defense? Isn't that kind of like a tell?
Frisco's turning into Little Mumbai at this rate?
That's what people like to call it these days.
I'm America first. I'm pro-American.
USA.
Yeah.
USA.
I think it's a good sign. People whoever has done the fraud, they should be brought to the justice. And I'm now running for the Justice of Peace in Texas.
Justice of Peace?
Yes.
What is the Justice of Peace?
What's your name?
Martin Paretti.
Martin Paretti.
Yeah. I want everybody to enjoy the life, but at the end of the day, we want to do it right.
My beef isn't with the Indian people. It's with the system that are allowing them to do what we are experiencing here.
Is there sufficient talent in America? Do we need infinite H-1Bs, so to speak?
We do have enough talent in America. We strongly believe because the Americans landed on the moon when all of these H1Bs even born.
To be fair, we did borrow a few Germans.
You see, we got a lot of natural citizens also became Americans, right? So they're also getting laid off.
Do you think there should be a strong limitation
Do not elect him.
on the number of H-1Bs?
I don't even know what he's running for. What is the justice of peace? I've never heard of this. White birth rates are going down and we're letting millions of these people in. Well, it's not racist to highlight that and to act in your own self-preservation, right? If you say, oh, yeah, white birth rates are going down and the population growth that America is experiencing is due to like our importation of other people, how is that racist at all? Like you're just wanting to have your people like thrive and prosper. Like, it's not racist at all. Anyone who thinks that's racist thinks it's racist for you to want your people and your race to continue, which makes them racist.
I'm advocate for the
H-1Bs.
limiting the H1Bs. India is a great country. We respect pluralism, and most of Indians, they enjoy the American part of the American society. And I know you guys like the Indian food a lot too, right?
This is true. I do enjoy tikka masala.
Yeah. If we turn away from God and the Word of God, if we worship these Indians, these Somalis, if we just give everything to them, willing to cut your own throat, we'll die.
H1Bs are the scapegoats. The employers, those are the people who have to investigate it.
Well, they're just doing it because the government says they can, right? Like these people don't care about like white people or Americans or Texans, right? They just care about making their number go up. And if their profit goes up because they're able to import this talent, then they're going to do it, whether it has a bad effect on the people who live where they're located. Like it doesn't matter. I'm from a legal immigrant family. Immigration isn't inherently bad, but you cannot allow a complete unmitigated influx. No system can sustain that. Yeah, of course. 100%, right? Like the Ellis Island days, what is that, like 1920s immigration? It's a fundamentally different system than we have now. And people always have to justify the immigration that their like grandparents did whenever they criticize the immigration now. But it's sad that they have to do that because what they're justifying is something that obviously was totally fine because the system was just different.
You know, even in one of my friends told in Dallas, most of Indians, they'll follow the caste. If you're not in the same caste, they will let you go.
That's crazy. Isn't that insane? Like, if you're carrying the caste system over from India to America, that's a problem. The caste system is like, it's like prejudice that they're just allowed to have.
It happened in Dallas.
So casteism is happening here in Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
I have my heart for all immigrant people, but man, we got to do it the right way.
I want to ask you, infinite legal immigration, though, will still alter the fabric of any place, right?
Correct.
Would you be a proponent of infinite legal immigration?
Don't understand it quite what you're saying, but yes, I mean, if it's done legal, if it's done the right way, yes, because
This is the problem. Like, just because it's legal, it doesn't mean it should happen.
to what I've seen, countries have been blessed when immigration is involved. When you got different kinds of groups involved, doing it the right way, following the rule of...
Those are two things. Like, he's saying these two things, like, back to back, but they don't mean the same thing. Like, doing it legally and doing it the right way are not the same thing, right? So I think that should be an important distinction.
law. I think it's a good thing.
But if the law has allowed Frisco's Indian population to go from less than 2% to almost 20% Indian in the last 20 years, turning Frisco into a majority-minority city, is the intent of these work visas bringing Indians to America to support our labor force or to replace it altogether?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Wow.
This is insurrection. This is the overthrow of the United States government, which is why 20 million people walked across that border. I can't go to Somalia and live, or Mexico. This is my home, America. The H-1B visas, we don't need them. Not right now. Someday, but not now.
And now, as of late 2020,
It's also crazy because a lot of the tech jobs that these people are getting are not benefiting the local residents. Like, it's not like, oh, these people are coming over and they're doing work that directly benefits the people who live there. It's like a lot of these tech jobs are like, okay, if Facebook or Instagram like has a better UI or their algorithm gets updated, like that doesn't really benefit the local residents at all. Like a lot of these tech jobs, it's all on the internet. It's all online. And they're improving these like online systems that have no material benefit for the people who are living in these areas.
T-Mobile USA opened a global technology hub in Hyderabad, India that employs thousands of Indians while they're laying off Texans and Americans. They've even sent Americans to go train these Indians in India. T-Mobile USA...
That's insane.
Easily opened up this technology hub in the United States of America, and they could have ran it out of one of the 2 Frisco offices on Warren Parkway. On top of that, T-Mobile spent $81.5 million on salaries for H-1B employees in the United States in 2025. All salaries that could have went to Americans. Is it a coincidence that T-Mobile has a new Indian CEO as of November last year? Probably not.
We are the entrepreneurs, high-skilled professionals, fueling the tech and medical corridors that make our Collin County a national leader. In Frisco, you will find us serving in our
Bro, he put the Indian music behind this guy when he's speaking.
churches, seeking peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques. We are guided by timeless wisdom that transcends borders.
Transcends borders. That's crazy, bro.
Indian Americans play a crucial role in Frisco's growth. Many work in high-demand fields such as technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, and entrepreneurship.
My name is Shri. My name is Ardav. My name is Siddharth. Hi, my name is Mathila.
Hi, my name is Anvika.
Indian Americans make up 1.6% of the population, but are responsible for $200 billion in taxes, have the lowest crime rate.
Wow.
And over the last couple of years, we've seen some of the greatest polarizations in the history of America. People are upset. The American dream is alive and well here, and it's not because the streets are paved with gold, it's paved with the ingots of possibilities.
So what's the point of saying that? Is it supposed to be like Americans thanking you for coming here? Like, again, this idea that this is something that we couldn't have done without them is ridiculous. Oh, the high-skilled labor. Oh, they're getting paid so much and they're paying taxes on their income and their salary. It's like, right, but this is all things that Americans could have done as well. And I refuse to believe they couldn't.
Person in this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country.
And these aren't like jobs that Americans don't want to do, by the way. Like, for the record, it's not like Mexican immigration doing like manual labor, blue collar stuff. This is white collar tech jobs, right? These are American like made companies like T-Mobile, all these companies like who are in the tech sector that come from America. These are things that Americans want to do. I have CS graduate friends who want to do programming, who want to do this sort of stuff, and they can't get these jobs because it's oversaturated with H-1B labor. Like, they literally are taking these jobs, and the reason that they're allowed to justify it is because Americans want a living salary, whereas these Indian people who come here, like, they're able to just pay them less. It's a fundamental exploitation, and it's so frustrating. They'll take this worse salary because they come from a country where the money is worth so much less, and so when they come here, it looks like an unpassable opportunity. You would not believe how competitive the landscape is for engineering. Oh, I bet I would. And it's not your fault. And it's not because Americans are PvPing each other in a way that would be like not fruitful. It's because these other people are coming in here and contending for this thing because our government put them there.
A different continent. Despite these positive contributions, Indian Americans sometimes face discrimination or hate.
I urge the council and the residents to reject such a rhetoric that divides residents based on what and where they came from.
Hilariously, they'll say this and then literally do casteism.
Let me be clear here. There has been no credible evidence presented to any widespread H-1B visa fraud in this city. Today, many Indians...
Again, this use of fraud doesn't matter when you consider the fact that it's done legally. It can't be fraud if it's legal.
Families are living in fear.
Replace it with reality. Unqualified Indian and Muslim workers scamming Americans out of jobs, stealing tax dollars, and destroying our nation in Texas. And the funniest part, if these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive. Instead, we get low-quality scammers with fake degrees abusing our systems meant for generational Americans.
And America is an idea. It lives in
shut the fuck up. The America is an idea rhetoric in Big 26 is insane. America is not an idea, okay? America is not this economic vessel for anyone to come and exploit and use for their own benefit, okay? America is a land, it's a people. It is a country with deep-rooted traditions. We export culture, we make culture. I don't think that culture is interchangeable at every single level. And if you think it is, then you're not an American.
Hearts of all of us, the 243,000 residents of Frisco, and I say this with love. Thank you all for being here.
He said America is an idea. Do you agree with that?
I think it's more than an idea. And I made sure that, he made a point that...
If America is an idea, then make America in your country, okay? If it's just an idea, then go make your own America. Oh, if it's an idea, then set it up everywhere. It's just it's this fucking pop-up that you can make. Then go make it, okay? Read the instruction manual and follow the instructions and go make an America. Please, if it's that easy. You just so happen to not not be able to do that ever and have to come to the real America and then boisterously exclaiming that it's just an idea that anyone can do. If you don't see the hilarious hypocrisy in what you just said, then you're a fucking retard. Would these people like it if we went into their country in mass numbers and took their jobs? Probably not. No, I would say probably not.
The Indian population in America is 1.6%. Well, in the city that he's running city council, it's 33%. So it's pretty obvious that there's a problem going on here.
Let's say we have infinite legal immigration. Is it better than illegal immigration?
It's funny because we've almost been tricked. We've been marketed this thing where we believe it is good to import people for jobs that we can't sufficiently do. We built the jobs. You're telling the people who built the jobs we can't do the jobs. Yeah. So it almost sounds like a scam. Well, they threaten them with the H-1B visa and they hold that over their head because if they don't work a certain amount of hours, they won't sponsor them. So they can't threaten you with being able to go back home because your home is in America, like the United States, if you're an American citizen. So, and they can just work them to the bones.
So I also think it's hilarious that the condition that allowed them into the United States is also something that they'll leverage over actual Americans. Like, they'll come here on a work visa and then brag about how much work they're doing. Like, shut up, dude. Like, that's the reason you're here. Yeah, I'd hope so. We're hardworking. We're doing all these jobs. We're paying all this tax money. It's like, yeah, you had to get here. How about a thanks for giving you that opportunity? What? How dare you leverage that over the heads of people who have been here for generations? It's insane. Wow.
Headed into the heart of Frisco to speak to some of these elite H-1B engineers we've imported from India to save our economy from our unqualified, lazy American labor force.
There is the Karya Sidhu Hanuman Temple, the god of courage. Where are you from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Is this Mudahar?
Karya Sidhu Hanuman Temple, the god of courage. Where are you
That's crazy.
from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
From Karnataka.
I'm from India.
South India.
Hyderabad? Are you from Hyderabad?
Yes, I am.
Really?
I'm from Chennai.
Are you here on like H-1B?
No, right now still I am my student visa.
I see, like F1.
Yeah.
And he's not even a student.
Today the H-1B results got rolled out, so I'm just waiting for my decision.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a phone. Waiting for the same results.
Are you anxious right now?
Let's hope for the best.
I work in a software company.
Software?
Yeah.
And are you H-1B?
Yes.
So if I get my H-1B, I can stay here for more 5 years.
What happens if you don't?
I still have my time, like almost 2 years from now.
2 more years.
So maybe I need to try for different visa.
Yeah, just make no mistake that if this continues to grow, the Christian churches will be left behind. Like, they will literally tear them down and erect Hindu statues. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? If they're already doing this when they immigrate here, when it gets to a point where they can continue to come in these mass numbers, they're gonna start tearing down your buildings of your religious temples. And I don't know. It just get excited. Look forward to it.
So, or else like go back to India then.
I'm an H-1B.
H-1B. Did you come here as H-1B?
No, I studied here.
So F1, OPT, H-1B? Okay, it seems like that's the common pipeline. Come here as international student, get green card?
Then that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I did.
Have you seen the new wave of people from Telugu?
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them?
Yeah, lately, yeah.
How long you been in the States?
Around 10 years.
Are you on H-1B?
I graduated.
Okay.
And I'm working right now.
Okay. Are you like on F1 visa?
Yes.
I see. Why did you end up here in Frisco? Did you have...
This is high-skilled labor. What is this person, like, pouring coffee into a cup? I think I could do that.
Friends and family here?
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually my uncle's.
Uncle's restaurant?
Yeah.
Your goal to go from
Interesting.
F1 to OPT to H-1B?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Motherland, India? Or Texas, USA? You laughed at that one.
No, obviously motherland India.
Obviously.
Motherland India.
My motherland is India because I'm born and brought there, grow here, and I'm here to serve the US. So I can say that the second land for me is US because I'm getting here. The US give me the respect, job, and the good opportunity.
I'm planning to go back to India. So
Your daughter, is she a citizen of the US?
yes, she is.
Okay, so you're gonna bring her back
Anchor
to India
baby?
one day?
Definitely yes.
Whoa, that might be challenging for her. Hyderabad or Frisco, Texas more?
Hyderabad, of course.
Hyderabad, of course. Then I have to ask, why are you here in Frisco?
I had to. It feels like I'm still in my hometown.
Really?
Everybody from my hometown here.
Wow. So you moved all the way from Hyderabad, thousands of miles away,
To Hyderabad.
to Hyderabad in Texas. The India Bazaar is right there. I want to see if we can find some F1 students in this 7-Eleven. And secondly, I want to
You're going to find them, I promise.
see the moment I walk in there if I will be met with an Indian cashier. Hello, question for you. Are you on an F1? Are you an F1 student? Okay, are you H1B?
Yeah.
You're H1B?
H1B working at 7-11. Wow.
H1B? Yeah. Working here at 7-Eleven?
Listen, I don't care if there's an Indian cashier working at 7-Eleven. You know, that's been a stereotype for a long time. But how the fuck is there, like, new ones coming in on H1B visas? I don't understand that at all. That literally does not make sense. I'm in a different country and it still feels like I'm in my hometown. It's so over, bro. Yeah, right? I mean, assimilation my ass when they go in and they just do this.
11? Yeah. Okay, where are you from?
India.
Where in India?
Andhra.
Angara.
Yeah.
Is that close to Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm going to call my manager.
Okay.
So-
And do you work in IT?
Yeah, I work in IT.
Yeah.
You gotta notice he's like super like defensive. I feel like he knows that maybe he's getting a privilege he shouldn't be getting, you know?
I'm going to call my manager.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely could not find an American to do this job. There's no way. No chance.
So
And do you work in IT?
yeah,
There's not millions of Americans clawing for an entry-level job right now. We needed this guy to be working at 7-Eleven. Like, mind you, there are plenty, and this is so not true. This isn't like labor. This is a 7-Eleven job. There 100% is some guy, you know, out of high school, waiting to get into college. He would easily take this job.
To Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm going to call my manager.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you work in IT?
Well, he has an iPhone. I'm surprised he doesn't have an Android.
Yeah.
Is that close to Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm going to call my manager.
Okay.
So-
And do you work in IT?
yeah, I work in IT.
Yeah.
I'm working with the Walmart here as a software engineer.
Walmart software engineer? What? What?
Okay.
I'm into IT. I work for a company.
IT?
Yeah, yes.
I knew it.
I do work for IT.
IT. Why do they dominate IT?
Just dominate IT because they have a master's degree in computer science. They study back in India.
Okay.
And they complete engineering, and that's how they just dominate. I'm a student.
Student right now?
Yeah, we have people to do that already, though.
And you work in IT?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, are you F1 visa holder? So as an F1 visa, how many hours can you work per week?
And a lot of these guys like don't have like they have a BA and they don't want to get a master's because they know that they're going to have to compete with these guys. It's not fair. It's not a level playing field.
And is it legal to work full time on an F1 visa?
Yes.
That's a nice cheese string right there. Who would have thought? Chicken tandoori pizza before GTA 6.
Well, Frisco has become Dallas's
Sounds good, though.
unofficial Little India.
Hold my chai. Well, I like chai latte.
You can find H1B Indian spawn points all the way up in small Texas towns like Argyle, Texas.
Okay, we're in a little Indian suburb near Denton. We're in Argyle, Texas. Lots of Indians.
But how did they get here? And why are they in this small, semi-rural suburban town?
You gotta tell me, as a Pakistani, why are there so many Indians here?
Ooh, and the Pakistanis got beef with the Indians. I know this.
I don't know. They come on IT.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting. Like, without a doubt, the most criticized people who immigrate here are those who are considered to be doing the most crime. And so you look in Europe, and it's like all the Muslim immigration is so scrutinized because of the like rape gangs and the crime and the like assault. And so when we have all these Indians coming here and they're not doing that, people are like, "Oh, dude, just leave them alone. Low crime rate, low crime rate, no violence." It's like, well, I'm not sure if that's the standard we should be having. Like, the bar is like fucking 6 feet under if that's what we're looking for. Like, yeah, they shouldn't be doing crime. Congratulations on not committing crime when you're here.
Are a lot of F1s working here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Illegally, right?
Illegally.
Illegally. I knew it.
Well, that's also a crime, so interesting. We're talking about non-violent crime, but still.
They don't even pay right amount for these people, you know.
How much?
They work hours and hours. They pay low here.
They pay low here. Should I expose them? Oh, who's the manager here? Is there a manager here? Are you the manager? Are you the manager?
You have a
Yeah, I have permission. I'm here to ask you, are you paying F1 students illegal rates?
No students here.
No?
Everybody has a work.
You have paperwork?
Yes.
Yeah, you pay them legal
Yeah.
rates? Are you sure?
Yes, sure.
Do you own the store?
I'm the manager, right?
What visa are you on?
I'm on a work visa.
On a work visa.
Whoa.
H1B?
I have a work visa. I don't want to reveal.
I was told on good authority there may be some F1 employees here being paid under the table illegal rates. That's what I'm asking you. Is that true or false?
Sir, this is a busy time.
Is it true or is it
He's giving him the time of day, even though it's busy. I don't see a single person in frame.
We can talk outside.
Where are you
Oh, there we go.
from?
I'm from India. Hyderabad.
I'm from India, Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad.
Is that Hyderabad?
Yeah. In India.
Okay, Hyderabad?
In the same state, but
It is interesting. Like, I don't believe this immigration would be nearly as problematic as it is if they weren't going into these ethnic enclaves. Like, they basically just set up their Hyderabad in Texas. Like, if they actually assimilated and they were at least dispersed among the state, like, evenly, like, oh yeah, there's more Indians on net, but they're integrating into, like, native Texas communities somewhat, like, effectively. No, instead, they, like, densely populate in the same area, and they make it so that the area is conforming to them rather than them conforming to the area, which is so problematic. And it's like, you have to keep in mind that it also incentivizes them to basically ignore crime, like the mismanaging of the F1 visas, like the underpayments and stuff, because they're all in the same community. So even if they're committing crime, they're still on the same team. They'll shelter them from punishment. It's disgusting.
What visa are you on? F1 student? Yeah. And what do you study?
Computer science.
I'm on green card.
Do I need to specify that?
Yes, if you could. Oh, you don't want to? Why?
That's my wish.
I see. I imagine you're on not an F1 if you're working, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm a TN visa. I'm permanent.
Okay, so your green card.
Yeah.
Would you prefer India or USA?
US is good. Why not?
I mean, he's got the shirt at least.
US, that's why I'm here.
Is your wife here?
No, yes, here. But yeah.
Is she also on a visa?
No, she's not. She's on the same green card with me.
Same green card.
Yeah.
And do you have kids?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And are they here?
Yes, they are here. They're going to school.
Okay,
Everything is
so
good. They're born and raised here. Everything is good.
Oh, born and raised here?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you working?
Software. Engineer. Software.
Software engineer.
I'm not sure about the legality of having a visa and then making a family in the country that you're a resident, but you're not a citizen.
Did you get a college education in India or the USA?
India. Yeah, I work in IT.
IT? Why are Indians so good at software engineering?
That takes a lot of math, physics. I came here on F1, but then I converted to H1. And
So you came on F1 and then graduated to H1?
That's insane. So they just get grandfathered in that easily. I thought it was a very rigorous system that you had to be a fucking computer genius in.
Yeah.
How hard was that process?
It was cool actually.
Oh, it was easy. It was easy. I thought it was this hard, rigorous thing to get an H-1B visa, but I guess you could just come here as a student and they just fucking give it to you. It's that easy.
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada?
Yeah.
So you came from India
shocker.
to Canada to Texas?
Yes.
Most people who come
That's insane, by the way.
here on an F1 have the intention to get an H1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's fraudulent?
No.
No.
Because it is
Yeah, ask her if it's fraudulent when she just did it. Okay.
valid that you can convert from H1 to H1. That is the reason most of the people come here.
But isn't F1 just for people who are coming here to study and not to work?
Yes.
So do you think it's a bit of a fraud to come here to study and then end up...
I never knew this, by the way. This is insane that you can just convert these. You just get like a natural upgrade.
Two.
Did you go back before you got the H1?
No.
Of course she didn't!
Okay, so you came here on F1.
Yes.
And now you're...
And now you have the H1.
TN.
Are they getting paid?
What's TN? What's the difference between TN and H1? So the H1B1 visa is a work visa, but the T1 visa is for human trafficking victims. I don't understand that. They were human trafficked? What?
No.
Okay, so you came here on F1.
Yes.
And now you're...
TN.
Oh, TN. I'm sorry. It is a work visa as well. So the TN visa is similar to the H-1B visa. Gotcha.
If you've got free time and a phone, you can get paid right now just by playing games and doing surveys thanks to today's sponsor, Free Cash. It's a legit platform where you can earn real money for trying apps, testing games, or quick surveys. People are cashing out in as little as 17 minutes with PayPal, gift cards, or crypto, and it's completely free to join and super easy. So if you're already on your phone, you might as well make some cash. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and start earning now.
Getting paid legal minimum wage in Texas.
Here no F1 students working.
No
Here
F1 students.
These all have work permits. We have all work
On
permit
OPT?
students.
F1, H1B, O1.
I have a work authorization.
I know you
My
do.
employers have all work authorizations.
So you're not employing any F1 students? On the record, yes or no?
No.
You promise me?
Yes.
You would swear to God?
Yes.
Swear on your mother's name?
Why you are asking like that questions?
Obviously, H1B is a non-immigrant visa. When will you be going back to India?
We are thinking to go soon, but we are not sure what date.
And how have you liked Texas thus far?
It's good. I like US. I like India more. That is the reason I'm trying to go back. Basically, at the end of the day, our family is important, right?
I think it's interesting that they say this, but if Tyler, because he's a rich YouTuber making probably 200 grand or more a month, would offer them a free flight back to India, you know for a fucking fact they're not taking it. Crazy.
Right. Our family is in India, so we need to go back to India.
I see. Are you married here?
Yep.
Is he also on
Yes.
So 2 H1Bs, and do you guys have children?
Yes.
Were they born and raised here?
Yes.
Do your children have Indian citizenship as well?
No.
No. Okay.
What?
I told you, right? If you want records, to come with the legal, okay? I can show all my employee information. You got data.
Let's see.
I don't want to.
Okay, you're gonna show me the paperwork or what?
Who? For me?
Me.
No, you don't have to right to come inside. Okay?
I just did.
You can just out.
Why don't you just show me the paperwork and I'll be on my way? Do you illegally pay F1 students? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I hope not.
Yeah.
Hi, man. When I asked him to swear in his mother's name, he postured up. I thought he was gonna throw down. I thought I was gonna get punched for the first time in my life by an Indian. So this is a meme right now. Please be patient, student driver. This is a kind of a joke, a meme online because there's so many of them. Are you a student driver?
No, I'm not.
Why do you have the student driver sticker?
No, why are you taking video?
We're doing a survey for people that have student driver stickers.
I'm not a student.
Why is there like cum shots on her car?
Do you have a
Did someone bust a load?
student driver in your family?
Before I am a student driver, so I kept it. I forgot to remove it.
How old are you?
30.
I have a sticker which I
So are they just bad drivers and they keep it on to justify their horrible driving?
put it
You
inside
have a
my.
student driver sticker?
That's for my girlfriend, sir.
Come on. So your girlfriend has a student driver sticker.
And she has a student driver license.
Is your girlfriend a little girl?
No, no.
How old is she?
She's about 30. She just started driving. She wouldn't drive. Learning to drive.
I see. Did she know how to drive in India?
Yeah, yeah.
I see. So it's a difficult translation over here?
Yeah, it's left to right and all that. So probably she did her course 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Generally, it looks a little scammy almost.
Sure, yeah. Now I know that's a great thing. I'll
Okay.
remove that.
Is that your sticker?
Yes.
It is.
It's a great thing to know that you're a scammer? What?
Are you a student driver?
No.
Why do you have that sticker?
My kid sometimes drives
I see.
But if so many of these highly specialized H-1B Indians first came to America to study at our colleges and then stayed here until they got an H-1B visa to work, then why exactly aren't American students educated in the same schools qualified to work the jobs we've been told
It's a great question.
we need these Indians for? Are Indians somehow vastly more overqualified than every other nationality on the planet and therefore receive 70% of America's H-1B visa?
Is this what it is? This is the distribution? Where's Sweden on here? Sweden's not even on here. 71% India, 11% China. I thought China would be more actually. That's surprising. Canada's 1%. South Korea's 10%. Or sorry, 1%. Taiwan, Pakistan. So there's like nothing from Europe here. Not a single one of these is from Europe. How? How is that possible? I don't understand how this is possible at all. Because I have friends who came here for college from like Europe, but they couldn't stay here. They wouldn't get How is this possible? What?
And up with Mavash Siddiqui, a U.S. Foreign Service officer with 21 years of experience in national security and foreign policy, who worked as a visa officer at the U.S. consulate in India to understand what's going on here.
I'm not representing the US government. I'm not representing any other entity. It is just me, myself, and I speaking from my personal experience as a consular officer in India, which was 20 years ago. So an H-1B visa is a guest worker visa. It's a temporary status visa. You abide by the laws of
Yeah, but these people, they have kids here and stuff on it. So how is that fair?
the United States as a non-immigrant, and then your permanent residence needs to be in India. So you have
Like, I would be confused if these people are here, like, temporarily, yet they are having children here, and they have houses here, and they're basically, like, living here. It's not so temporary, is it?
to return back. When I served in India, my job was initially to basically focus on what is known as non-immigrant visas, that it is a travel document which is meant for temporary visitors. What I saw in terms of industrialized fraud was there was systemic corruption and fraud happening because everybody and their mother wanted to go to the United States. In that jurisdiction of Chennai, we were mainly seeing a lot of fraud patterns come from Telangana, the Telugu community, and really ravenous hunger amongst the 16 to 45 years of age people to basically use the visa loophole in order to cut the line and actually emigrate to the US. So the intent was to
So they're just retarded. Like, they're not even highly skilled.
come to the US, work here, find an avaricious lawyer, go to the Department of Homeland Security, you change your status from like a visitor visa to a permanent residence. This hunger and craving that I saw created this systemic, massive ecosystem of fraud. For instance, when I went as part of the fraud management unit to this place called Hyderabad, there is a huge back industry called Amirpet. There's a visa industry where you have
So it's an industry of being a degree mill.
storefronts after storefront.
What the fuck? How can you live here?
Focused on basically
What is this?
creating fraudulent documents. So a lot of F1 students, I'll give you an example. There were 400 of them, and they all
And we can't sniff these out?
had this.
Like, why is there no red flags being raised when it's 71% from the same country? Don't you think perchance they've found a way to fraud the system?
Same bank documents, but they had the guts to present these documents, which basically were fake transcripts, fake bank statements, and also, fake degree certificates or high school diplomas, etc. So it was industrialized in the sense there were factories, and they also had these storefronts saying green card would be possible within 6 months, kind of thing. We were just so overwhelmed that there was this pressure to issue, right?
And where was this pressure coming from?
The U.S. Embassy in Delhi had obviously a political appointee ambassador. This is during the George W. Bush days. And then we had obviously the consul general. But there were politicians who were pressuring, whether from the South India arena or from Delhi itself, saying you need to issue visas in order to make a better, stronger bilateral relationship happen. Even if that individual is not qualified, at one point we had this ludicrous pressure to say, if that person is not a terrorist, go ahead and issue thing. And so we started the system.
This is crazy because I feel like all this does is make animosity toward India from actual Americans.
In Chennai to revoke H-1B visas where we saw...
Maybe from a diplomacy perspective, this is good, but for everything else, people don't like this. Like in America, actual Americans don't like this.
A lot of fraud happened. The United States spits out 150,000 people a year. Amongst 800,000 students, you have 100,000 who've gone through this rigorous computer science coursework, and then they're told they don't have an opportunity to work in our industry.
Insane.
But then you have these Indian H-1Bs come in with just a Microsoft certification. Some even had the guts to present us with graphic designing, which is very different from taking
that's not highly skilled. I can do graphic design.
C++, assembly language, SQL, third degree calculus. That's very different. So it's just interesting how
And they just rubber stamp these, I guess. Wow.
Had a very hard time revoking.
Yeah, but even she said SQL and assembly. Yeah, this is stuff that I know people who can do this.
These, because it's not like a simple revocation. It's a bit of a uphill battle for a public servant or a consular officer to revoke those, where the burden of proof falls on me. After a long, grueling day of interviewing 200 people, you have a stack of these H-1B revocations that you have to type up and send to the Department of Homeland Security and say, this is why we suspect fraud, which means, you're providing pictures and documents and
So yeah, the burden of proof is on them, basically, and it's just not worth it. This is a broken system at every level.
Narrative and et cetera, et cetera. We don't have that luxury of time. So I saw the cracks, and I warned people.
Are these H-1B visa holders superior to Americans in every way imaginable?
Absolutely not in screaming letters NOT, So that's the halo effect that they have benefited from, essentially because of, the Indian lobby. Everyone's benefiting in this whole system, right? There's kickbacks that everyone gets. The visa back industry is there. So people have created this narrative. It's almost like information operations against the United States, right?
And I feel like the ones that they do report for fraud, they're only doing it for the purpose of making it look like they're detecting fraud. You know what I mean? Okay, well, we can't rubber stamp all of these, so a few unlucky ones are just gonna get reported for fraud so that it looks like I'm doing my job. Disgusting.
We are somehow inferior to the labor supply in India. Exactly. And I say India because 70% of the H-1Bs are coming from India.
Exactly, right? And there is a visa category that they could leverage called the O1 visa, if they were indeed those super geeks or very smart people, but these are not exemplary individuals. These are run-of-the-mill people, but when they come here between the 16 to 45 years of age, and the ones who have basically taken the F1 visa route, and then they get sashayed into the OPT program, and then they get preferential treatment by the Silicon Valley managers and the various IT industry managers who are basically get seated in the H-1B managerial role. They would prefer their own Indian people because it's not about
Nepotism.
necessarily, because the Indians are the best and the brightest. Bribery is quite normalized. The sad part is I saw a lot of H-1Bs as well as J-1s, especially physicians and others who have bought their seats into medical school, and you have 40% percentile on your score sheet. You're basically an F student, but you can get ahead. That sort of stuff does not jive with our values. Our values are very different. Any minority American would have a worse chance to get into any of these big IT companies because the value system is different.
So if the whole system is fucking corrupt from top to bottom, what can actually be done about this? Because I believe everything she's saying, but how do you fix this problem? Now I know it's all right, chat, let's go, let's fix the problem. But it's if anyone in the comments has any idea, it's is there a candidate to vote for? Is there you just put your hands together and pray? I don't know. It's broken on purpose. So there's an active incentive to keep it broken that you have to work against. It's just that's hard to do.
Where the H-1B manager would expect that these people that he's bringing in, whether he or she are bringing in, the idea is to get a cut from their salaries. It's almost like a pyramid scheme. It's like a kickback scheme. It's like pay skimming, for instance. So nice quid pro quo system, and everyone's happy. No one outs the other. And that basically the IT manager does know that if he or she gets outed, then this person will lose their job. So it's kind of like an honor among thieves. So today, I don't know what things look like, but I'm aware, from a lot of my colleagues who are currently working, that fraud has ballooned. So then you have religious workers being invited on an...
just deport all the Indians and this is solved? Okay, but how? You know what I mean? How? Okay, good idea, but how? Who?
H-1B. You have accountants being invited on an H-1B. These
You know what I mean?
are not specialized skills. Teachers being invited are... Colleges and universities create these wonderful, best and brightest computer scientists and computer programmers and engineers. After a 4-year college degree, we go through rigorous training, that holistic training that happens in the United States.
That isn't fair to Indians who came here legally. Well, yeah, obviously we're not going to deport every single legal Indian, right? But even the idea of that, how does that even get accomplished? Anything that realistically would fix this problem, I don't even see a path to accomplishing.
Far supersedes what you find amongst the H-1B clout.
And out of all the 50,000
do you know what I mean?
visa applications, how many of those were legitimate?
There were, easily between 70 to 80%. That was my denial rate.
Wow.
And we created that gold rush.
One example of how H-1B Indians are used to suppress American wages, it all starts with this guy who needs some more cheap labor. To avoid the headache and cost of hiring an American, he outsources the job to an IT staffing company. This IT staffing company claims to have an army of high-skilled H-1Bs to fulfill the contract, all at a cheaper cost. And most of the time, these IT staffing companies will rent an office like the empty ones you're about to see, put that address on their H-1B's employees' paperwork, basically telling the government, don't worry, here's the office where he'll be working. But the reality is, the IT staffing company won't use that office for anything and will send the H-1B employee directly to the client's worksite. The client gets cheaper labor without the responsibility of sponsoring the H-1B. The H-1B makes great money compared to what they'd make in India. They can work towards getting a green card in the US, and most importantly, they don't have to live in India. All while the IT staffing company collects the spread between what they underpay their H-1B employee and what the client pays them. It's a win-win-win for everyone but the American worker.
India number one. Number one.
Now let's go investigate these genius Indian IT staffing companies littered all over Texas. But real quick, I just made $100 by playing games on my phone.
Free Cash app? I gotta do more of these ad reads.
Or scan the QR code on screen and you'll get a $5 bonus just for starting your first offer. It won't replace your day job, but if you're gonna... There is a single company, Qubits Tech Systems LLC, with 8 LCAs, all from this residential home. Bunch of software.
So it's a house, and they've made it so that it's an IT staffing thing. How does no one see this?
For developers here making $51 an hour.
Yeah, this seems legit.
So let's see it. Oh, well, oh, it's got a Ring doorbell.
Hi there, worksite inspection.
Hey, who is this?
Hi there, this is Tyler. I'm here to conduct a worksite inspection. Am I speaking to Hari Madiraju?
It's not.
Huh? Sorry, you cut off there.
So I am not at home, so what is this? I am in the office.
Man.
Who is this speaking?
Is there another worksite that you're working from?
Yeah, 4425.
Oh, so is he gonna send him on a wild goose chase?
Airport.
West Airport? Okay, so there's no one working from the residential address here?
Why do they work for the... Where is your home?
Excuse me?
Whoa.
Where is your home? Do you live in your home or do you live in your toilet or something?
Whoa, what the fuck?
No, I don't live in my toilet, sir. So I'm only asking because the LCAs state that this is the address. Is that not the case?
No.
So you don't...
Go to my work.
So it's just an empty house that they have for, like, to shell their operation?
Are you from government?
No, I'm not from the government. I'm conducting an independent investigation.
If you are not for government...
Yes?
You should just go for it. Just say you're from the government. I know it's not legal, but neither is what they're doing here.
Right now I don't have any people, but you can go to the workplace and work there.
All right, we'll take a look at your office. Thank you. Some attitude.
Yeah.
But why would this guy file 8 LCAs with the worksite listed as his residential home? So we went to his office only to find a collaborative worksite and his completely empty unit.
All right, let's take a look here. Qubits Tech Systems. Nope. This is like the new quality Leering Center.
One in their office. Hari Madiraju finessed us. Let's give him a phone call.
Please leave your message for 214.
You son of a bitch.
And strangely enough, many of these ghost offices were often clustered in the same locations, starting with V4 Tech.
V4 Tech, very official. Okay, take a look inside. We see some sort of Eastern monk-like statue right there. We have an empty little meeting room in the back here. It's almost like no one's here.
Who would pay thousands of dollars a month to rent an office with no signs of human life, locked during work hours in the middle of the work week, with
so fucking creepy,
no employees in sight?
I question for you. Do you know where they're at? Your neighbors?
No idea.
No idea? Okay, thanks so much. A little...
It costs money to rent this place. And it's during business hours, during the week.
It's a ghost office.
You just break in there and start living there on your own. They're paying your rent. Just become like a squatter. You know, find a way in here, set up like a nice bed and stuff. You're good.
A shell. They have paper compliance. They have the physical location. They can register their H-1Bs too.
That would be a win-win. So if they're going to use these, like, at least let someone live there. You know, I'd live there. I'd be like, all right, listen, I know you guys are doing a crime, but if you're going to pay my rent, like, sure, go for it. Fuck it.
And then they can send them off to go work elsewhere.
Seems
so
fair.
V4 Tech Inc., completely empty. They should be here. Someone should be here. 420. This is going to be a good one.
And there were more ghost offices all over this complex.
We got no sign on this one. Hello? Hello? They ever show up here? Yeah.
What are we selling?
I just want to ask you, do you guys actually have neighbors? Does anyone ever show up?
That's a great question.
It's a good question,
he
right?
knows.
Great question. Why are you asking this question?
Because we're convinced that this is a body shop. They have paper compliance, and no one actually works out of here. There's like 9 separate
They
units.
know. You see, even the human, like I said, the humans, the actual people who are next to all this stuff know it's bullshit, but they can't really do anything about it. Like, it's above their pay grade.
It's in this business complex. No one's here. These
Are
ghost
you ready?
offices. I'm ready. Yeah.
Is that on?
It's on. We're ready.
Good. He is thinking correctly. You are thinking correctly.
NG Talent Tech Group LLC, based in this office, filed 23 LCAs, and there wasn't a soul in their unit. Everything was empty.
23 LCAs, and the unit is just completely empty. I mean, could they be any more shameless?
Hello?
Hello?
Knock, knock.
This one didn't even have a sign.
So they go in there, put up like a random statue of one of their gods, and then they call it a day.
Sign on the door.
Talenton Technologies claims to have 6 H-1Bs.
Wow.
No one's here. In-office presence on the following days. Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Where were our elite Indian engineers and programmers holding the American economy on their shoulders?
We have DevApps IT. This is the best looking one thus far. We have 11 H1Bs. No one's here.
Leveraging technology for smarter solutions. Well, doesn't look like it, does it?
Hello. Hey, do you know if your neighbor's here?
I hardly see anybody over there now.
We think they might be running a body shop.
Oh, here in Frisco?
Yeah.
I get it.
What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised. Last time I saw some.
Everyone knows, so it's like an open secret. So the people who have legitimate businesses just take a look at their neighbors and the empty, like, renting. They're renting out these things for no one to ever go in there. Everyone knows about it, but there's nothing they can do except, like, chuckle when Tyler Oliveira comes out. That's terrible.
How many years? Probably 4 months ago.
4 months ago? That's crazy. Were they Indians?
Yeah.
They appear to be body shops. Basically, all I'm asking is, are there revolving doors of empty office complexes with a bunch of Indians?
And there's revolving people.
Revolving people, different people.
We're in this unit here.
Okay.
The one next to us.
Okay.
People show up about every.
So you see a new group of people coming in and out of there?
And most of the time it's empty.
It's empty.
Like probably 11 months out of the year.
If you found out there were 10 body shops running out of this complex, what would your thoughts be?
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. It just, the way that things are here in America right now, it just it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
you think we're cooked?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It doesn't seem like Abbott really cares that much. Like, he's probably
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
getting paid himself, so our whole government's cooked.
But to my surprise, we finally found an office with an Indian inside. But the
Whoa,
sign they had
snap.
hanging
Let's
in
see.
their office listed a different company than what they had filed under.
Is this great?
So there's just trash there, first of all. Great start.
And IT LLC?
I guess that's a benefit, right? When most of the units are empty, there's no garbage that's stacking up that no one cares about. So that's a benefit. I mean, maybe this is a good thing.
You guys work here?
Yeah.
This is a body shop?
No. It's IT service.
Are you guys a staffing company?
Yeah, IT staffing.
Sweet. What's your name?
Sachin.
Sachil? Tyler. Good to meet you.
Tyler, what's the name of this place?
Grand IT LLC, right?
Grand IT LLC, and this is one more.
Wait, what's this?
Software guild. It's
So
IT
you
staffing.
guys share offices or what?
No. Like.
So are you guys Grand IT or Executive
Both.
Software?
We have both companies.
Both, okay.
Both,
And you're
okay.
not a scammer.
Who was Executive Software Guild Inc., and who is this Prada-dripped Indian? Where were the other employees?
What do we got? We got a brand new TV right here.
Yeah, it's a brand new TV. It's like a regular meeting area.
Okay. And how many people work here?
6 people.
So he just does nothing for a living? Oh, cool. Nice.
Okay. What are their names?
So, I mean, we have multiple people changing. We have Vishnu, we have Madhavi, we have Hari. They are working directly from the client area.
And tell me some of the clients where the H1Bs
It doesn't seem like this Prada-dripped Indian knows much about his own company.
get staffed at. Are we talking like Verizon, like Deloitte? Who do we got?
We work for multiple clients. We work for USAA. We also work for Verizon.
So I gotta ask, why would anyone print out LCAs and pin them on the wall?
I mean, if someone like a ICE department, we can just show him directly. If someone like a
They know.
ICE department, we can just show them directly. If they come for any verification of the candidate, we can show them, we are doing the certification or
And we have software developer, we have, who's this guy? What does he do?
Vishnu is the owner of the company.
Okay, he owns the company.
Vishnu owns the company. I thought he was like an Indian god.
Okay.
I think they're about to redeem. Do not redeem. I think Tyler's about to redeem.
We got another sort of empty office set up here, and I like that quote, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It's a good point.
It's nice.
So why is it the Maryland labor law postings up there? And it's like the workers' compensation in Maryland. That's what I'm trying to figure out. All the Maryland paperwork right here. I don't know. I'm just asking questions,
We work for the Maryland state as well.
I see. So you guys do CPA for Maryland?
Yeah.
You guys do like accounting too?
Accounting too.
That makes sense.
What?
And you're not lying to me?
Huh?
You're not lying to me?
No.
Okay, all right.
That's the reason we have posted all these.
I see. I would just think you would post like Texas labor law and posting.
Yeah, I don't think Texas is Maryland though. I think he tried, but I don't think, and I just don't think they're the same state.
You know, because we're in Texas. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And why was there freshly unboxed furniture and appliances scattered throughout the mostly empty office? Not to mention, why was this on their wall? On our way out, I couldn't help but note.
It seems like this Prada-dripped Indian knows exactly what's going on, and he's compliant with it.
Notice this 6-figure luxury car in the parking lot.
Oh, yo, I gotta ask him. One last thing. Is this your Range Rover? My man, don't be humble. Give us a quick whip tour. This thing's badass. See, that's proof of the American dream right there. The American dream's real, right?
Yeah. The IT staffing business was clearly profitable, so we went to another cluster of suspected ghost offices.
This Prada-dripped Indian has a nice car too.
This was clearly profitable, so we went to another cluster of suspected ghost offices.
Okay, so we have Slusha IT Inc. right there. There's a guy inside. Hi there. Are you working on behalf of Slusha IT?
Yes.
Okay, hi.
So what is he doing? He's not even on his computer. He's just sitting there spinning in the chair.
Hi there, my name's Tyler. We're conducting a workplace inspection.
Okay.
Are the other 4 engineers that work here present today? Where are they?
In each room.
Oh, in each room? Can you show me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. How are you doing today? Okay, and who is this? Hi.
This appeared to finally be the first company with actual H-1B Indians on site working on their laptops as you might have hoped. While they are replacing American workers, I guess at the very least they're real.
Are you allowed to be in here?
You guys let me in.
Who let you in?
He did.
But you told some workplace inspection, right?
Yeah, I'm conducting a workplace investigation on
You're
behalf
from
of
News,
owners.
right?
Correct.
Then how are you inside a private?
I just knocked on the door and you guys let me in.
And we would like you to go on.
And I'm headed out. All right, 1300 West Walnut Hill Lane, Irving, Texas. Let's go.
Holy docs.
Finding an Indian in an office was like a needle in a haystack. And most of the time, my knocks were met with silence and a locked door. The American economy seemed faker to me by the second.
No one's here at either of the Pamela locations.
Margins for these IT staffing companies must have been enormous to rent offices purely to achieve compliance on paper for the labor conditions.
That's what, this is really the thing that should be concerning, is that if they're able to pour this much money into vacant offices, that shows you how much they're making off this whole operation. And it's disgusting because they're literally getting that much money to where if you ever were in denial that this is a scheme designed to replace Americans, all you have to do is look at the empty offices. There's just no fucking way. And then the people on the street that he interviews are like, yeah, the Indian food's good, the chai tea is good. It's like, dude, well, you know what isn't good? This. I don't think it's a good trade-off. You can have, some chicken tikka masala, but everything else about Frisco, Texas is going to be fundamentally gutted and replaced with both Indian culture, and the economy will be also controlled by Indian, vacant offices. So I think if people knew the trade they were getting, they wouldn't take it. But they don't know the trade they're getting, and they also don't have the option to not take it because it's being greenlit by the government, which I think is disgusting.
Mission applications they needed for their H-1B armies.
6 and...
You know what's crazy too is people were asked on Twitter, there was a poll that had 500,000 responses, and it said, would you rather have 1 million illegal Mexican immigrants or 1 million legal Indian immigrants? And people liked the illegal Mexicans more. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think Mexicans are largely Catholic, so there's a religious denominator. I think people think Mexicans have better food on average, which I personally agree with. I fucking love Mexican food. I'm going to have some Mexican food later. And I also think that because there's probably a bunch of other similar cultural overlaps. A lot of shows in Mexico are just shows in America in Spanish. In India, I'm pretty sure that the media they consume is just all different, Bollywood and all that stuff.
Hi, if you record your
they're watching Dragon Ball and shit in Mexico. It's a similar culture, right?
Name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
There should be 6 LCAs in that office.
And then I finally found another Indian whose story painted an even bleaker vision of the future.
How many H-1Bs do we have in office today?
Right now we don't have any.
We don't have any?
Actually closing the company.
You're closing the company?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so you have the LCAs on the wile here.
Yes.
You guys are going out of business?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear.
So basically, this is what happened, right? So basically, we
Endurance Group.
were in the business for almost 10 years.
Okay.
So we filed all the H1s, but later on, because of this AI and everything, so we kind of, wrapping.
So AI, that stands for actual Indians, is getting replaced by AI, that stands for artificial intelligence. You can't make it up.
Everything.
And this is not a Prada-dripped Indian.
And it's kind of, closing off.
His entire H-1B staffing company imported from India was now obsolete as AI became increasingly advanced. As Americans were replaced by Indians, the Indians were beginning to be replaced by AI.
There is this misconception that, like, you know,
this
all
is
the
crazy.
H1 guys are like they are taking the jobs.
Yeah.
The thing what I wanted to explain is that, like, these are not full-time jobs, right? So they are on a specialized skills. Only then they have those jobs and get it. But if you ask me, is there an abuse? Probably I would say yes. But then if you take
So because he's getting replaced, he's ready to air out the entire fraud of the system. So because he tried it and he got replaced, he's like, yeah, it's all fraud, by the way.
Percentage of it might be very less. And definitely what I would say is probably USCIS investigating all the things they have to do, all the paperwork and everything good.
Countless offices were husks of their former selves. Perhaps the IT gold rush was over.
Worksite inspection.
With signs still on the wall.
Okay, come on in.
The paperwork on file led us on a wild goose chase to the back room.
Not a single piece of furniture
What the
here.
hell?
The sign on the door. Empty room. Empty everything. Do the lights even work? Are they paying electricity?
They are.
We'll confirm at the front desk if anyone's renting this out.
This is
How are you
so
doing?
weird. Am I the only one who, besides knowing it's wrong, thinks this is really uncomfortable and weird?
We're conducting a worksite inspection for Anand Pag Inc. Are they paying rent currently with you guys?
They've moved out like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Each ghost office left us with even more questions than we had initially. Where was USCIS verifying that these worksites were in fact legit and that these H-1B Indians weren't locked up in a basement somewhere being forced to code C++?
52 LCAs, 3 companies, 1 suite.
And nobody's going to be there.
Hi there.
Wow,
is
this is insane.
Synaptic and Cohash still in Suite 100?
Yes, they are.
Okay, is it a shared office?
Yes, it is.
A shared but empty office. Why rent out your own entire office when you could share one with several other companies? This
True.
was even more cost effective.
Hello, worksite inspection.
How
Yeah,
much?
they're squeezing the lemon out of this fucking system, every drop. And it's so gross. This is like someone could be living here.
Of the commercial real estate
What a waste of property.
economy is propped up by companies like these renting out units
Yes.
to have a worksite on paper for their H-1B employees that are
This is like what I believe BlackRock is also responsible. Like they can buy up single family homes that are just vacant. Like there's just empty houses all across the country. Meanwhile, Americans are like the highest age recorded ever for expected first-time home ownership. It's like 40 years old now. Meanwhile, you have all of these properties people could be living in that are just vacant because these like exploitative Indians are using them to shell their fraud operation.
nowhere to be found.
Worksite inspection. Worksite inspection. This country is all an illusion. No one's around. So they should have 4 people working on site. Do we have anyone here today? No one? Okay. So you pay them $20 a month to get an office space in the ether, maybe a mailbox, so you have paper compliance. But where are these people working? In the digital mailbox? In the cyberspace? Where are these Indians? This country is a joke, and you're living in it, and you're paying for it. Look at this. Fully empty. Move right here. We have Sapnex LLC. 3 companies are registered to this location. Looks to be a completely empty office, nothing in there. Take a look. Emptiness is all I can see. We have 4 H-1Bs, and guess who comes back? Shand Parvathaneni, our same attorney, is the recurring thread. He's threaded into many of these companies in different locations all across the DFW area. Could it be a coincidence? Very well could.
Dude, I might have to pay for this guy's Patreon. I don't even have Patreon. I almost want to make an account and give this guy money because this journalism is unbelievably good. Like, I haven't seen anyone do this much work that's exposing the truth behind these like schemes ever. My mind is blown. Like, I know this is one of those videos where I haven't paused as much to give my thoughts, but that's just because I'm in genuine shock. Like, you can make these cultural observations like, oh, yeah, they come here and they erect like their Hindu temples and stuff, and they're replacing churches, and yeah, they don't have like the American accent, and like they're not integrating super well. But this level of like going into the depths of the operation and blowing the lid off of it is remarkably good journalism. I think it's remarkably good journalism because everyone understands that this is happening. Like the guys who we saw earlier, who he's like, do you know your neighbors? They get what's happening, but they don't know the extent to like the scheme. They don't understand how deep it goes. And when Tyler makes a video like this, I hope this gets 10 million views. People will finally become fully aware of how and like how it happens, why it's happening, and I hope that they'll be emboldened to do something about it. I really do, especially the Texans.
Could be. He could just be the guy, the attorney, the Better Call Saul of LCAs.
Yes.
So I called Sean Parvathaneni, an Indian immigration attorney who files LCAs and H-1B petitions on behalf of countless companies.
This dude's a criminal, and he makes fucking Instagram reels. Are you kidding? He makes Instagram reels
with ghost offices that I visited throughout this video. Could he perhaps explain what was going on here? But real quick, Patreon banned me for noticing too much.
No
now
way.
You can support our work at tylerraw.com to get access to videos.
So he's banned on Patreon too? I gotta support him, bro.
Because we can't upload on YouTube, exclusive bonus content, and early access to all of these videos before they go up on YouTube for as low as $5 a month. Go check it out at tylerraw.com. Thanks for your support, and back to the video.
You didn't see this? No, I didn't know he was banned on Patreon. I didn't know this. They want to suppress the truth. Well, Patreon, I don't understand why they do this because they're taking, like, they're losing so much money by not having him on there. He probably would have, if not was, their most, like, patron, like, donated person on the site. Like, highest amount of patrons. I'm shocked.
I just want to ask you a few questions. I know I keep seeing your name pop up.
Sure. And like I said, I mean, I want you to ask anything and everything because this program has a problem. You want the best for this country. I want the best for this country.
Listen, we've gone through the LCAs. I see your name pop up, over 20,000 times from 2020 through the end of 2025. Yeah, and you're saying the burden to update all this information is on behalf of the employer to then update you, who then complies with the paperwork and gets it all handled, right? Is that?
That is correct. And a number of times we see a lot of companies don't do it, which means they're not complying.
Sure.
And my responsibility is not to go, I keep on educating them, but if they don't do it, there's a site visit and the employee is not.
He did a video about Jewish fraud and they banned him on Patreon. Is the owner of Patreon Jewish or? That's crazy. That's like Streisand effect to the max though. Like you look guilty by censoring that.
Working where
that's really stupid.
Any non-immigrant person in this country, anybody, they have to let USCIS know where they live. It's a mandatory responsibility. The government has access to the systems. So when you talk about fraud, the fraud is not fraud that I know. Somebody's benched. That is where things start going haywire. The company doesn't start paying them. The employee is not working. And that is where it starts, not at the time of filing, because at the time of filing it is very easy.
Come on, Sean, let's not be silly. But also, you could file a bunk LCA filing, right? And just put as many of those out there.
What good it would do to somebody to be obligated to say, hey, I want to pay somebody $100,000 and $30,000 in taxes? You just tell me.
I mean, let's say you get money and you get a lot of it and you don't have a moral background.
No, we don't get a lot of it.
Oh, come on. I know you're killing it. That's great. I mean,
No.
USA,
No.
awesome,
I tell you one thing. It's a law firm. There are other attorneys working, and that is where the problem is. And then the fees. The fees is one of the lowest in the industries.
Come on. I know what lawyers make. Come on.
For a different perspective, I want to show you an office in Plano of one of the largest IT staffing companies on earth, Tata Consultancy. Companies like Tata built the blueprints for these rink-a-dink mom-and-pop staffing companies with ghost offices we've been visiting. But the difference is they have real offices and real H-1B Indians doing work in the places they say they are at a massive scale. What they proved to corporate America is that they could outsource IT work to an Indian firm like theirs, get the job done with H-1B workers at a fraction of the cost of directly hiring Americans, and they could hold their H-1B Indian army captive due to their visa being tied to them. Ultimately, companies like Tata are at the forefront of the replacement of skilled American laborers in exchange for cheaper, interchangeable, and captive H-1B Indians. For example, in 2015, last job of
This is the craziest cartoon I've ever seen.
And captive H-1B Indians. For example, in 2015, the last job of IT workers for Disney World Orlando was to train their H-1B replacements in 90 days that had been brought over by Cognizant. If these employees didn't train their new replacements, they were not eligible for bonuses or their severance packages. In fact, big outsourcing firms like Tata rarely even bother to sponsor green cards and often just import a new wave of H-1B Indians to replace the previous one once their visa expires. I pulled up to one of these outsourcing firms' offices in Plano just to see the H-1B Indian spawner hole in the flesh.
Wow.
Hi. We're here to verify that 12 of the LCAs filed on behalf of 12 H-1B employees are on site and they have the paperwork on the wall.
Okay, let me get someone.
Excuse me, do you work on behalf of Tata? Yeah. Are you H-1B?
Yeah.
Okay.
This place was teeming with Indians whose sole job was to replace you lazy Americans watching this video.
Hi, my name's Tyler.
Well, do you have an appointment or pre-approved?
No appointment needed. Thanks so much. What is your name? Are you the manager?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would like to know things, right? That's the reason I'm asking you.
Sure. Have a great day.
Keep in mind, these H-1B employees are on non-immigrant work visas. They are temporary guests.
Don't shoot us, please.
Okay, no worries.
No, what is this for?
We're conducting a worksite inspection. Here to verify a few things, we'll be out of the office.
Here, okay, I won't do that.
And pursuant to 20 CFR section 655.760, any member of the public can demand the public access file, and failure to make this information available within 1 working day is a violation.
So I guess they're all committing violations.
Worksite inspection, we're not trying to cause any trouble.
Imagine if you came to another country on a temporary visa and started smacking people's cameras. Give me a break.
That's, yeah.
Do you work here?
Bad.
Yes, I will.
Okay, what's your name? We just want to see if the LCAs that have been filed for the H-1Bs here are publicly visible to the employees here. They should be on the wall.
If you were USCIS, if you're an agent, if you were government, we'd absolutely let you in. You're not, so we're not going to allow that.
As per 20 CFR 655, H-1B labor condition application regulations, and 8 USC 1182N, you guys need to show the paperwork.
We would, to a government agency.
That's not what the law says.
Okay, you can take that up with our immigration office.
We will, yeah.
We're in Rockville, Maryland.
Sure. You're not going to show it?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, thanks for popping your head out. You are not in compliance. We appreciate your time.
6010 West Spring Creek Parkway, 4 IT.
They don't even give a fuck. Like, you can call him a nerd, but they really need nerds to expose this shit.
Staffing companies, 95 total LCAs, 38 H-1B conversions.
There is no one home. Hi. Doing good. Ever seen anyone come in here? There should be 18 people working out of here.
This is our virtual office. There's 5 of us, but we can work from home.
This doesn't even have enough room for 5 people, much less 18. Worksite inspection. We have a building permit signage here indicating this place has been under renovation or construction since March 6, 2025, where have the employees gone to work the last year. According to what I'm seeing here, there should be 34 people working on site.
This is what I thought that Doge was going to do, by the way. The Department of Government Efficiency, like gutting out the fraud and waste and abuse in the system. And then we look at it and it's like, oh, that's what Tyler Oliveira is actually doing. Crazy.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for no one is available to take your call.
And the difference between what a real H-1B worksite should look like compared to all of these ghost offices or seemingly staged worksites was immediately apparent.
Hey, are you Siusa? Siusa Inc.? Siusa? Yes. How many people are on site right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are you from, by the way?
From Germany.
Germany, okay. Yeah. We do need to see those LCAs, though, and then we're out of your hair.
Idris, I can forward this email document to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll write down. I mean, listen, hear me out. I know you have attorney-client privilege. Just be real with me, though. You meet these guys, they talk to you. How often do you think you're signing off on fraud?
0.
Now that you've seen some of these offices that people have knocked on the doors, the empty offices.
Lights off, no one home, 3 p.m.
The complete shell offices with ghost employees. No one can find where they work. You really think it's 0?
If you say that is there fraud that is found after the fact, yes.
There should be 3 people for Widespan LLC on site There should be one person on site for Upward Innovations LLC. There should be 2 people on site for NK Technolabs.
There's like hardly anybody here today.
I'll tell you what USCIS does. Sometimes USCIS will come back and say, hey, we went to...
I feel really bad. Like, this is a microcosm right here, right? This older white lady working this front desk, and she's lived, like, I don't know what would be respectful to assume? 50 years? She looks at least 50. She's watched the state she lives in, the town she lives in, fundamentally change in a way that is probably quite immiserating for her. And none of it's in her control. She's a passenger simply along for the ride, and the turns of the train, metaphorically speaking, are made by people who do not have her best interest in mind yet claim to. And it's disgusting. It's largely the government who's signing up on these decisions, and it's the government who has lied and swindled Americans into voting for them so that they can gut their constituents. It's gross. Like, it's so fucking gross, and I don't know what to do about this. Like, I think about this and all I can think is it's gross, but I need to feel like there's some way out of this. Like, there's some white pill. Like, there's some, either official that could be elected, some group that looks at this and decides to make affirmative change. Like, but I sometimes feel like this woman, just looking at this like, fuck. And I feel like a lot of people are. A lot of Americans just are like this woman, just looking at this, and they're like, what can you do? Just fully black-pilled.
There's like hardly anybody here today.
I'll tell you what USCIS does. Sometimes USCIS will come back and say, hey, we went to an address, this employer does not work over there. What exactly is going on? We want to revoke your H-1B. And then I go back to the employer. Hey, this is what USCIS has found. Now there's a problem. What exactly happened? Because you have to find out. Does it always mean there is fraud? No, because I'll tell you an example where it might not be fraud. A guy is working in Verizon, for example, in Dallas as a software developer, 6 months contract, and they reassign him to another project for, say, Dr. Pepper, again in Dallas. If somebody is still working, still getting paid the same salary, still in the same role, you can change the work site. That is not a material change.
You would have
so
to
when you get an
amend
RFP,
the LCA,
you talk.
right?
No, it is not a material change. But if it is Dallas to Dallas, it is not a material change. It's just a different work site in the same city.
UCSIS would need to verify the work site exists, the person exists, they're in the country, they're at the place they've stated they should be. How would that not be a problem?
So USCIS have rules. If it is a different metropolitan statistical area, it is a material change. Instead of working in Dallas, somebody moved to Austin, that is a material change.
UCSIS should be able to point at and say the guy works here, right?
Oh yes, and sometimes the work site changes. This third party consulting the work site could keep changing, because
That's
in this
crazy.
case, the same LCA. Yeah, and that is the problem, and that is what I'm saying. And this is what people.
Complete lack of transparency.
And that
That's
is where,
wild to me. That's mind blowing, actually.
What Chand revealed to me is that employers have zero legal obligation to amend the LCA if the H-1B employee is working within the same metropolitan statistical area. This Dallas-Fort Worth-Arlington Metroplex.
So they just get this. Like, what is this? How many what's the mile radius on this? This is like the invincibility zone. They can't be touched.
Encompasses 13 North Texas counties, 9,286 square miles, with more than 200 incorporated cities and towns. So, an IT staffing company like the ones we've seen can file an LCA listing at a ghost office in Frisco, and then freely move that H-1B worker to a client site in downtown Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, Plano, Irving, McKinney, Denton, or any of the 200 plus cities and towns across 13 counties without
that's insane.
Ever filing a new LCA or amending the H-1B petition. So, on a day-to-day basis, USCIS does not know where the employee works, the DOL doesn't know, the client is not required to report anything to anyone, and the system, by design, is blind as to where this H-1B employee actually works, allowing plenty of room for things like underpayments, misrepresented job duties, and proxy work from India going unnoticed.
The contract is what shows there is availability of work. The problem with fraud, the contract is for 6 months. Everything goes good. Then what? Is somebody on the bench? That is fraud. Is the employer not paying the employee? That is fraud. That is where there is a big problem with H-1B. That is where all the fraud starts. And like you said, hey, this company doesn't exist now. When we call, there's no company. For example, on the day they filed, no, the company was there. Otherwise, because USCIS has their own big check, they will catch it in 1 minute if the company doesn't exist. So I don't think the fraud is at that point. The fraud, maybe 6 months, 1 year when the project is over, the company is not paying this guy this salary, and this employee is not getting paid, the guy is getting benched. That is where all the fraud starts. And now, like you said, clearly, how do you detect that fraud? In my opinion, the government has access to the databases. Click of a button.
While listening to Chand, it's clear the system, by design, demands
they permit it though.
Little to no real transparency and heavily relies on the employer operating in good faith. Clearly, USCIS...
Which they wouldn't because they make more money not.
IS was not inspecting all of these work sites to verify their legitimacy, begging.
Because, yeah, exactly, right? Because you have Tyler Oliveira going there and they're all empty. Like if USCIS was actually doing their job, then they would be full, but they're not.
The question, where are these Indians?
I feel like I'm in a library right now. Icon IT Solutions, here you are. We have 13 LCAs. Open up, goddammit. Okay, next. Next. Beyond. Hello, is this ESK? Okay, hi, my name's Tyler.
Hey, man.
Good to meet you. What do you guys do?
It's a software development.
Okay, where do you guys put your LCAs, your H1Bs?
H1Bs?
Yes.
Like H1B guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Eyes on ice?
No. We're just doing a little video.
Oh, okay. H1B guys, like these guys are...
Exactly, yes, because we keep showing up to like empty offices. You're the first office we've shown up to with human life.
Yeah, you can pick out...
We can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hi.
I mean, in their credit, this office looks kind of cool. Like, you got ping pong table. Got a good vibe, right?
These guys are eyes on ice?
You got like a whale plushie, some TV, I mean...
No.
Good color scheme.
No. We're just doing a little video.
Oh, okay. H1B guys, like these guys are...
Exactly, yes, because we keep showing up to like empty offices. You're the first office we've shown up to with human life.
Yeah, you can pick out...
We can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hi.
And this is my office. We don't have much H1Bs.
Yeah.
I think only three H1.
3.
You said you know how these guys operate. Like
It's pretty funny though, there's software development, but I don't really see any software being developed, like at all. They're just fucking chilling.
Out?
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Okay, let's go. Hi.
And this is my office. We don't have much H1Bs.
Yeah.
I think only three H1.
3.
you said, you know how these guys operate like a minute ago.
No. I mean, like, most of them, the
Like they're just on the iPad.
offices are empty.
So tell me about that. So I want to make sure we make the difference because we've knocked on a few empty offices that appear to be like shell offices, like ghost offices.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with that term?
Oof.
I'm familiar with the cell companies,
Okay.
but not familiar
Brutal.
with a lot of people here because I don't talk with a lot of neighbors.
Okay, so why do some people rent out the offices, but they never actually show up, never do any work?
Maybe most of them work remotely because most of the IT works are remote.
Okay.
But I don't allow actually to do the remote work. I prefer my guys to be here.
Okay, thanks again.
Thank you.
Hey, enjoy the game. See you guys.
This guy brought up a good point. What happens when our H1B prodigies are working remotely from home? I pulled up to Houston and met up with Nick Plum, a former Amazon L7 engineer laid off by Amazon, who has been speaking out against the Indianification of America. And we began our inspection of an apartment complex with several H1B work sites listed as the apartments these Indians lived in. They're required to have a public access file available the moment an LCA is filed, and it must be accessible at the employer's work site within 1 day of filing. Let's see who has their paperwork in order.
No one. These guys are gonna be asleep.
How are you?
I'm an office call.
Tyler. How are you?
I'm good.
Do you want to show me?
That's not an office. I'm an office call.
Okay.
Okay. We're here to review your public access files because this is a corporate work site for foreign workers. You should have your LCAs posted and your public access files available for review. Do you have those available for review?
Hi.
Hello.
Daima? Good to meet you, Tyler. You work on behalf of Cognizant?
Yes, I do.
You should have a public access file for review.
What do you mean by public access file?
But what it includes is the LCA, your labor condition application.
So Amazon dumped that guy for these people? Makes sense though, Bezos is a supervillain.
It includes the prevailing wage study. Whenever your job is, if you'd like to have some.
Okay. So this is my website.
What you're really seeing here is how rare USCIS compliance is, and how before remote work was common, at least you had a corporate office where the public access file could be filed and LCA notices could be posted on a wall. When the H1B's worksite is now just this guy's apartment, all of this info becomes harder to verify.
Holy setup.
And easier to fake. While the Department of Labor doesn't have enough resources for in-person audits like these, they did
it's Asmongold right here.
a provision to allow members of the public to demand the same info. The only problem is, nobody ever does. And of course, we stumbled into this engineer vibe coding in real time. Just look at this guy's screen.
By law, you should have it here physically ready for me.
So most of the PWD petitions I have, right?
Okay.
And whatever benefits like medical, vision, and then dental, all those medicals, whatever has been provided as part of my LCR petitions. So I do have it.
We will be reporting that we were unable to review the public access file locally.
Yeah.
So what's your job title?
My job title is
Their culture.
Senior manager. I work for a client called Marriott Hotel. So you may Marriott Hotel.
Is that? Oh, it's okay. So it's his TV. It's not even aligned properly, and he still has the film on it.
Systems.
They had your client secured before your arrival into the United States?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta say, these guys are kind of clueless. Like, they just let Tyler into his apartment because he sounds official. Like, play a little defense at least, right?
Systems.
They had your client secured before your arrival into the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my second client.
Okay.
My first client is Energy. It's an energy company. Cognizant is my employer.
Sure.
They have the right to hire, fire, everything.
Sure.
I'm reporting to my supervisor, Cognizant. I'm enjoying my medical benefits, 401k. Cognizant is giving me the stocks at the discount to my employees.
Doing all that.
ESPP.
Okay.
Yes. I'm enrolling it. Yes. I have a family. I'm using medical.
Yeah. Cool.
The computer that he was working on looked it was like a $299 HP computer. We come in, we see ChatGPT up on the screen. He's not doing anything. I think the biggest myth that we have is this high-skilled immigration thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's a lie. I think most of the immigration that we're getting is not highly skilled. I'll try to quantify. I'd say 70% of the folks that I actually saw hired and worked around couldn't do the job. Okay. When we needed the top tier engineer, they worked in Ireland. It's like it's just easier to hire. You know, you've got a network of people that are willing to relocate. If I'm sitting here in Texas, not paying taxes, I may not want to relocate to California.
Sure.
But if I'm sitting in India and I want to do anything I can in my power to get out of India, I'm willing to relocate to California and pay those taxes and the high utility bills, etc. Not classically trained in computers. I self-taught effectively, and I did that through on-the-job training. You know, like if you're a pretty smart person, which a lot of Americans are, we're not doing things that are super complex, right? Sure. Business analytics you can learn, and especially with AI now, you don't have to have years of training learning how to write SQL.
They're leveraging the fact that Indians will do anything to leave their country in order to like basically give them this opportunity that they know Americans wouldn't trade off, right? Because if you live in a shithole, you're gonna trade being in a shithole for being in like Texas or California. But if you're living in Texas, you may not trade living in Texas for living in California. Exactly. Whoops, I keep hitting my volume thing. Is this good?
You know, you can, hey Grok, help me understand how to join these tables, or write a query to do this. What we're not seeing is that shift away from a foreign reliance on labor into like adapting our new technology and understanding that these aren't critical skills anymore. They're not unique skills. Like we're not getting super geniuses.
Do you think the companies need to hire US citizens or US workers before they go about and hire somebody in H1B?
Yes.
The current rules. Unfortunately, no. The answer is no, which is where the biggest problem is.
I see.
And that is what I want to highlight.
For every American, right? You would hope they would assess the American workforce before we start scouring overseas, right? We're seeing graduates come out of a 4-year college degree and are unable to find a job like what this guy was working. Is this guy vastly more talented than the graduate that's coming out of college? Is it just because he already has 10 years of experience? He's the go-to hire?
I mean, our college graduates are competing with a system that is built to disadvantage them, to be honest. And here
he's completely right. He's completely right. Anyway, I don't want to play the entire video. There's still about 15 minutes left in Tyler Oliveira video. So if you want to go watch it, I'll have it linked down below for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. I think this is ridiculous. Go support Tyler, please. He's doing great work here. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.